and welcome back to the panel. I'm Liam Minnie-Smith and we're coming to you from the 2016 Australasian Championships. Now, as you know, every day we are joined by two rotating panel member guests, and today I'm very honoured to have two site ops with me. Of course, on my left we have the captain of the Canberra Ghost Bears, Doc Baldwin, also known as Phoenix, or that cheeky guy who shot you in the back. How are you, mate?
G'day, mate. How you going?
And of course, on my right, we do have Mr. Benny Jannsen, site owner of Bendigo. Even better. How are you going, mate?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Liam.
Yeah. Now, Doc, your team, well, our team, is climbing up in the ladder quite well at the moment. We've just hit second place. How do you think we'll actually go in Cascade 2 when we do have to play those harder teams again?
Well, Cascade's going to be a harder one, especially the second round. You're going to be harder up against the higher teams. I think we'll do it. We'll hold second. We want to hold second all the way through till finals, and then two bites of the cherry going in.
Who would you be most concerned, apart from the Maroons, who are of course sitting on top of the ladder at the moment, who are you most concerned about as we play those next round of Cascades?
Blue Steel, Sharks, Cobras. They're the ones I think we need to concern ourselves with.
Now, Benny, you're actually not playing in the team event this year. Why is that?
Oh, well, I thought I'd just come along, help out and just check out, catch up with everyone. Yeah. Don't want to miss a game.
Because he's old, fantastic. Speaking of old, we do have the Masters event coming up tomorrow, and for those of you who do not know, the Masters event is, I believe the age is up to 35 at the moment.
35 and up.
So anyone over the age of 35 is eligible to play Masters. It is known for being the less serious of the competitions, as half the players just try to screw each other over. Now, Doc, are you actually going to play seriously this year, or are you just here to screw over Benny again?
Well, I chased Benny around for a couple of years, trying to keep him down, which has worked. Air guitaring seems to pay off for me. I have pulled a second place up in Darwin with air guitaring. Maybe I'll play serious this year. Maybe.
We could go to Master Phoenix.
Master Phoenix.
Now, we don't have a Master Benny for a good reason, but apart from that, why did you choose to play the Masters event this year?
Oh, well, come all this way. I wanted to be a part of it. Reffing has been a really good insight to the arena, and I've really been enjoying it, and I'm actually missing playing, to be quite honest. So I can't wait to get out there and have a few games and chase him down.
Bit of a grudge match there.
Oh, by the way, I actually think there should be the veterans version now, the over 45s. Yeah.
Veterans room.
That does bring a good point. There has been talk, especially by those Masters who aren't doing so well, as a few of the up-and-coming younger players hitting Masters soon, that we start a veterans event. What would you reckon would that entail?
45 and up, only me.
Only player allowed. Would you be eligible for veterans, looking as slim as you are now?
Absolutely.
Now, who are you guys actually concerned about in Masters? Of course, there is Master Butzer. It is his home arena. We do have GMI playing again. Amy now, whatever it is one too many to count. Who are you actually concerned about?
GMI is my only concern. That's it. He's the only one. This old bloke? Nah. I'll take him down.
And if you're worried about someone?
Actually, I'm worried about 15 other players, so and that's about all there is in the comp, so I'm in trouble.
Now, we also have the women's event tomorrow, as well as the first inaugural juniors event. If you had to take a pick for women's, who do you reckon would take that one out?
Well, that's a hard one. I'm actually hoping Amanda from our site gets in there. She's actually...
Panda? Yep.
Amanda. That's my pick. I want her.
And if you're not Arcane for like a fourth consecutive year?
Look, Arcane's a hard one to beat. She is intensely good at this game, and she's playing one of the top teams here anyway. So if you're going to have to beat somebody, she's the one to beat. I'd like to see maybe Kat. She's worked really hard as well. She's really worked hard. But you've got JJ in that mix too, I think. So I want Amanda, or of course I want my own team to win, but yeah, I think Arcane might pull it out again.
As you know, we are very unbiased here on the panel. Now, if you had to take a pick for our women's, who do you reckon would take it out?
Look, after watching all these games, I'm going for Cougar S. Yeah, I think, she's on the money.
Just because it's her home side, or do you reckon she's been playing quite well?
Just watching her, fantastic. Been doing a great job, seriously.
Yeah. And we do have the first inaugural event of the juniors as well. So if you were looking at the younger players, who do you reckon will take that one out?
Well, that's a hard one. I actually haven't looked at the juniors, to be honest. I've seen quite a few of the younger players playing in these games. No, I can't call that one. I really can't.
Any ideas?
Yep, young Jackson from Bendigo.
We remain unbiased as ever. Now, every day on the panel, we do like to talk about one of the bigger issues. Today, first of all, what I'd like to discuss is the international expansion of the Australasian Championships. As you guys know, we did change over from the Australian Laser Tag Championships to the Australasian with the inclusion of New Zealand, who ran their own invitational for a few years. Now, we have had interest from some of the Islander sites as well, I believe. Papua New Guinea, I think.
Didn't get anything from there, but we've certainly got Malaysia's very keen. Singapore, I believe, is also exceptionally keen, to a point that Singapore attended the meeting we held at this very site and then came back to watch the build-up to the comp. Now, they would dearly love to host, but as you know, they need to attend first. So with any luck in the next couple of years, we'll see some, I would hope, Singapore and Malaysian sites attending our competition, and then at that point we need to start looking at pushing it over to them.
Any ideas about the international expansion and what countries may be keen to get involved in the Australasian Championship?
Well, I'm not sure about which countries, but I think we should be trying to encourage as many as possible to get involved. And the best experiences have been, worlds with the other countries being involved, and if we can get some closer to home, that'd be great. Some more countries, yeah, it'd be good.
Now, I believe the process for New Zealand actually becoming part of the national championships was something to do with they had to host an X amount of invitational championships.
Yeah, we started off, they were dead keen to be in. They came to us and said, look, we want to host. Of course, the guys wanted to know they could do it first, so a couple of the side ops got together. They ran a few invitationals. I think they ran 3 or 4 invitationals all up to start with. And when it was shown that they were that keen to come, and by attending several of the Australian Championships, and they showed that they could run those invitationals really, really well, they were invited to take part of it, and we melded the entire thing. I think 2013 was the last one we ran as the Australian one. 2014 was the first Australasian Championship. And from that point on in, it's just Australasian the whole way.
What method would you employ for actually integrating more worldwide countries into the Australasian Championship?
Yeah, well, I think we'd probably have to make the first move, to be honest with you. I think, trying to encourage teams from over there to come to us, we'd probably have to actually go to them with a small amount of teams just for an invitational. We could even probably facilitate the whole event, and by holding it at one of their venues, which would actually help them, be encouraged to get involved. Yeah, that would be the way.
We certainly had that exact same concept going when we were looking to go to Malaysia and Singapore. We offered the Malaysians and the Singaporeans a chance to actually come across. We'll bring some teams over, host an event there, play it, run it, show them how it's all done, show them how keen the players will get at the end of the competition, and just build up that camaraderie and obviously cross-national bordered friendships.
Have we had any other interest from I know you're a big player in the international scene. You did help found the Worlds competition as well. Are you worried about the crossover between the Australasian Championships and the World event as that bracket kind of expands?
No, look, I think the Australasian Championship is the biggest competition for laser tag worldwide. End of story. Hands down, it is the best run. It's the biggest competition with the most amount of players. I think a lot of people out there could actually learn from these guys. I mean, it's not just the operators anymore. Now it's all the players getting involved. We've got people like yourself, the camera operators and all that sort of thing. They're jumping on board and trying to help provide this sort of content and build it as we go. That sort of commitment needs to be expanded, not just to Australasian Championships or the Oceanic region. It needs to go further to American competitions. Get it away from having it as a midnight to dawn format, put it on the open page of a daytime competition where people can actually get in, watch, see what it's all about, and then get keen about it.
Now, I do believe the Australasian Championships actually does have the most amount of players and most amount of teams engaged. How do you think we could help grow maybe the American competitions or the Europe competitions sort of in our own format that we can actually push for a more international camaraderie and expand the game worldwide more so? Any thoughts?
Look, I think the difference between us and the other countries is the fact that our operators are all for it. So, without the site operators being involved and at the level that they are, we wouldn't have such a large competition. I'd also be sort of to say that we're probably the friendly games. We are. That's my impression of it. We're here because we want to talk to people, catch up with people that we met last year. It's all about the friendships, relationships, and the fun of it. And there is a serious side too. But the fact that we can mix it all together makes it a great competition, which is something that's hard for other people to sort of tag along and follow along unless the operators themselves encourage their members to get involved and have that same view.
Anything to add?
No, that pretty much sums it up. I think the operator support's the biggest clinch for most of it. If you can get that support, and if the operators in the US and Europe and so on can get on board, it will do nothing but make the business obviously, but as well as that, the competition climb. So it's just the best way to do it.
There you have it. Thank you guys for joining us again, and thank you to my 2 panel member guests. Have fun shooting each other in Masters, and thank you for making me look younger than I am. Thank you guys very much.